Welcome to Whitney's World. I'm your host, Whitney Ward. Here we explore spirituality, mindset, and manifestation. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go. Well, welcome back, everyone, to Whitney's World podcast. I'm your host, Whitney Morgan Ward, and I am so thankful wherever you're at on this planet. Thank you so much for being here. Guys, happy St. Paddy's Day. Well, it's St. Paddy's Day today, so I hope you all had an amazing St. Paddy's Day weekend. I sure did. It was incredible. I spent it with my brother who was in town. He had 2 weeks of softball tournaments with his team. So shout out to Jared. I'm so glad you were here. I love you so much. Got to hang out with friends. We went to a reggae festival in downtown Melbourne and really just had some incredible times. So I hope you guys had the best St. Paddy's Day weekend and St. Paddy's Day today. I'm going to go to dinner with some friends tonight. That's why I'm wearing green. Guys, I want to talk today about a concept, and this concept is in the world of manifesting your best life, manifestation, and becoming the luckiest girl in the world or the luckiest guy in the world. I know we have the gentlemen that listen to my podcast, so I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I really hope that today this message will bring you clarity, we'll be able to reframe things, get you from negative, transfer it over to the positive side of things, and really start helping you see life in a different way, because luck is something that you can create. Luck is something that you actually can control. Luck is not random. If you've been following my podcast, we talk a lot about mindset here. We talk all about creating the world within to reflect it in the world without. That is your best life. That is everything why you came here. And we need to reframe things so that we can really create the life of our dreams and be who we're meant to be. So, when you look at someone and you're like, damn, it just seems like everything works out for them. It seems like they're always in the right place at the right time, that they're always meeting the right people. They're always set up in a way where things just always work out. And you're like, dang, they're so lucky. Well, this is something that you can create, that you're meant to create. And so today we're going to dive into that so that we can really get you to be that lucky person where you see opportunities, where you get the chances that you are meant to have in life. Lucky people do not just happen on accident. Lucky people are setting themselves up to become lucky by their belief system, by the way that they move through the world, by their frequency, their high vibration. They know they're lucky. They expect luck. And so when you expect something, when you focus on something, it does come true. That's why you are creating a life, most likely, or you're working towards creating a life that is happy, abundant, filled with love, filled with everything that it wants to be, because you're meant to have the best life ever. And I really want to see that happen for you guys and myself. So that's why I'm sharing this. This is why we're doing this. I have notes today. So if you guys see me looking at my phone, I really can't do this episode without notes because we have lots of things. We're going to be getting into universal laws and all these amazing things so that you can actually tap into the universal laws and create the life you want. We are going to be shifting today and reframing our mind today from I am unlucky to I create my luck. We are co-creators with God. That is why we're here. We are all extensions of source energy. And when you are creating a life that you are meant to have here, where you are living a life of purpose and you're living your limitless life, everything comes to you. You become a magnet. So if you believed that you are the luckiest person in the world, how would you show up? How would you move through the world? You would move through the world excited, expectant, like happy, joyful, free. You would be this version of you that just like gets shit done. And you know that no matter what, you're always good. The universe always takes care of you. Your mind is this beautiful thing that moves you through the world and attracts only the best things to you. And that is really what I want you to really start thinking about. Think outside of the box. Open yourself up. while you listen to this, really think about, if I was the luckiest person in the world, what would my frequency be like? How would my vibes be? How would I be showing up? How would I be speaking, talking, acting, right? Because we are all acting. I really like to think of life as a movie. I really like to think of life as a play. You are the director, you are the script writer, and you are the main character. So as we go through this episode, really open your mind, open your heart, and answer these questions. We're going to have some journal prompts, and I'm going to give you guys some things to work on this week. So point 1, we need to use the law of assumption. Luck is a mindset shift, okay? The law of assumption is an extremely powerful universal law. Neville Goddard, if you guys have never heard about him, he writes incredible books on the law of assumption and assuming that you are the version of the person that you want to become. And I know I've talked about this a lot, but we need repetition, just like when we go to school until we're 18 and then most people go to college. We are repeating things time and time again. So the reason that I talk about universal law so much and all of that is because we need to keep hearing them or we forget. How many times are you, doing your flashcards for school, trying to memorize these stupid things that they told us to memorize, and then you take the test and then you forget? The universal laws we can't forget, because when you tap into who you're meant to be and use universal laws, you're hacking the matrix, which is your mind, and you are really getting into a place where you're like, okay, I'm going to assume that I am this version and I'm going to move in that direction every day. I'm going to act like that person. I'm creating this version of me so that you can reflect who you're really meant to be in the outside world from who you are internally. But you have to brainwash yourself and literally rewire your mind and prove to yourself that your beliefs are indeed true. Your brain is wired to prove things right. Your subconscious mind is your good and faithful servant. So this is why rewiring your brain and doing affirmations and listening to my podcast every week and really retaining this information, studying it, is only going to help you, because it is going to rewire your brain so that you can actually create the life you want. Your brain is wired to prove your beliefs right. If you assume bad things always happen to you, your mind is going to look for proof to make this true. For example, if you are sitting there and you are talking about how you always get stuck in traffic, you are going to hit every red light. There is going to be a car accident. Something is going to happen to where you are stuck in traffic, because that is your frequency. That is your vibration. That is your belief. That is the thing that you're like, oh yeah, I always get stuck in traffic when I go to work. I'm always running late. All of these things. That is your subconscious mind reinforcing what you believe. And remember, a belief is only something that you keep thinking. So if you have the thought that you always get stuck in traffic, you need to reframe it. You need to start thinking and speaking that everything always works out for me, that you are not always in traffic, that everything's always working out for me. You have to realize that what you think is literally your truth, always and forever. What you think is your truth. Your thoughts are energy. You have to start to think different. You have to look at your life and reframe everything if you really want your life to change. So if you assume that you are the luckiest girl alive, what happened is your brain and your mind is going to start to look for things to prove that to you. And I know this is wild, but this is so true. And what's going to happen is suddenly you always getting stuck in traffic you're going to notice that you start hitting green lights, that last minute cancellations that work in your favor, random opportunities and things will always start to happen, and you will see them because you are tuning to a different frequency. So you need to start affirming, I am so lucky. Everything is always working in my favor. You have to start believing this. You have to go from the old belief and create a new belief. Stop saying these things that are negative. You have to stop. If you are going to change your life into a manifestation that you're really meant to have, you have to look for positive. You have to brainwash yourself into positivity. Before you get out of bed every single day, you need to scan your reality for what is abundant. What can you be grateful for? And tell yourself, today, something amazing is going to happen for me. You are literally the only one that can do this. No one can do this for you. It's your mind and your brain that you have to start working with. So the second point is the law of vibration. You attract what you feel. Everything in the universe has vibration. Everything is vibrating, including your thoughts and emotions. And we know this. We've talked about that. When you feel lucky and grateful and happy and joyful and excited, you literally raise your frequency and you become a match for lucky experiences. When you walk around, you're like, I'm the luckiest girl in the world. That is your frequency. You are vibing so high that the universe is like, yes, bring her more things to be grateful for. Bring her more things that will make her feel lucky. And it will start to happen. The other day, I found a $5 bill sitting on the ground. So that's cool. I haven't spent it yet. I'm going to go buy coffee tomorrow morning at my favorite coffee shop. But this isn't woo-woo. This is literally backed by neuroscience. You have to create new neural pathways in your mind. And the only way to do that is to think differently, to shift your focus. And you're the one that can do it. Only you can do this. Because your reticular activating system, your RAS in your mind, is literally filtering information in your reality based off of your dominant thoughts. Dominant meaning you think about it 51% of the time or more. 51%. So not 100, not 80, 51%. You have to know and feel that you are lucky and the luckiest girl in the world, 51%. And that is what will be filtered into your reality. Think about this. When you want a new car, you want a certain car, you're car shopping. Mel Robbins uses this analogy, and I really love this. But when you are shopping for a car, you want a new car, what happens? You start seeing that car everywhere. Or you have a car, your car. You start to see that car everywhere. This is your RAS, your reticular activating system, filtering out what you are focused on. It is like magic. It is amazing. And it's the same with luck. When you say, I'm lucky, you start noticing lucky breaks, opportunities, and synchronicities that align with your frequency of luck. So how you activate this is by acting like you're already lucky. You need to walk around like you are the luckiest girl alive. Smile like her, act like her, be like her, talk like her, dress like her. How does the luckiest version of you act? Start embodying that. This is the journey to being the luckiest girl in the world. And gratitude is everything that's going to shift your energy. When you are not grateful, you cannot attract things that are not on that frequency. And when I first moved here, and you guys know, I talked about this like very early on, but when I first moved here, I was really stuck in a ungrateful state because I was like, my life is not where I want it. I wasn't happy. I didn't know who I was. And when I started to really learn about manifestation, they started talking about gratefulness and gratitude and how when you're not grateful for what you have, the universe will not bring you more. You will actually lose it. And so I started to realize like, holy shit, I'm not being grateful and I live in Florida. And I started to shift everything. I started to reframe everything. I started to be so grateful that I was in Florida. I started to be so grateful that I was close to my family. I started to be so grateful that I'm 13 minutes from the beach. Just because my life wasn't what I wanted it to look like doesn't mean there's not things to be grateful for. So gratitude is so powerful. And if you have to start using gratitude. Someone buys your coffee, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm the luckiest girl in the world. You have running water, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am so grateful. I don't have to stink. and I can clean myself and I can nourish myself and I can make a damn cup of coffee. I know these are like so small things, but like these are the small micro moments in life that lead you to the macro moments in life, because you start to build on to these things. You start to really see all the things you're grateful for, and life will start to bring you more. It will 10x in your life. So every night or every morning, write down 5 things that you are grateful for. Gratitude is going to change the game for you. And I really want you guys to do this. If I already believed I was lucky, what would I be noticing more in my life? Think about that. If you were lucky, what would you be noticing? Your friendships, your health, your bills are paid, you have a job, you have legs, you have arms, you have eyes, you could taste. Did anyone get COVID and you couldn't taste or smell? That fucking sucked. I had that for like literally I couldn't taste for almost a whole month. So like really think about it. Because you have to expand your mind. If you are going to create something new and create the life that you really want, you have to start thinking differently. You have to start reframing everything. Okay, point 3, the law of correspondence. Your inner world creates your outer world. Whatever you see on the outside is reflecting who you are internally. The law of correspondence says, as within, so without. As above, so below. In your mind is above, in your body is below. If you feel unlucky internally, your outer world will be reflecting this belief back to you. But again, a belief is just something you keep thinking. So when you go from negative to positive and you shift your beliefs 51% of the time, you will start to see different things show up. And this is why if you see people where you're like, they always seem to win, it's because they have this belief. I have that belief. I've always had that belief. I'm a winner. I've always won. I've always gotten what I wanted out of life because I believe that I can and I will and I do. So if you want to be the person where people look at you and they're like, dang, it just seems like everything works out for you, you have to decide to become a winner. You have to decide to become lucky. You have to decide to be grateful. You have to make that decision. As within, so without. And once you start making these changes, once you start to be grateful for the things you have and where you're at in life, everything will shift and it will happen quick. When you are a winner, you have a self-concept. So the way that you see yourself, the way that you create yourself, you are creating a self-concept of being lucky. You do not doubt if things are working out. You know they are. You start to create the belief where things are always working out for me. I am a winner. It's who I am. And the universe is conspiring in your favor, whether you are thinking doubt or whether you are thinking winning. The universe isn't like looking at you and being like, oh, there they go, just thinking doubt. Let's just keep giving them doubt. It's just giving you your own beliefs. It's neutral. It's not like punishing you. The universe isn't looking down at you and being like, ooh, they're super negative. We got to give them negative. It's just giving you what you are. This is why they say in manifestation, you don't get what you want, you get who you are. But you have to become intentional and decide, I'm a winner. I'm fucking lucky. I get everything I want. And then that's what happens because the universe is neutral. It's just giving you what you are. You have to start believing the world is on your side and it's not against you because it's not against you. It is on your side. It's giving you who you are. You have to think the universe is always guiding me towards the best possible outcomes. And if you're not visualizing your day going smoothly, effortlessly, and lucky things happening for you, what are you doing? Your brain doesn't know the difference between what is real and what you visualize. That's why visualization is so powerful. Olympic level athletes visualize because your brain doesn't know the difference. Literally. If you don't believe me, do your own research. Another journal prompt. If I truly believed I was lucky, how would I move differently? You would make bold opportunities. You would do the things that you know you need to do because you know you're going to get what you want. Same thing with my YouTube channel. I know this is working out for me. I get DMs daily of how people's lives are changing. I just do what I know I need to be doing. And then things are working out. Everything is unfolding exactly how it should be. But you have to do the things. You have to create the new beliefs. Go on the journey to actually believe in yourself and believe in what you want and go after it because you know you're going to achieve it. It's not a matter of if. It's just a matter of when will it unfold. Universe, surprise me. You don't need to know how. You just need to go on the journey and everything will unfold for you at the right time, at the right place, in the right divine timing. Divine timing is magic. And then point 4, the power of detachment. Detachment is like, first of all, detachment is a really powerful concept. That is really important when it comes to dating, when it comes to manifestation. You have to let luck flow and let go. You have to know that whatever is meant for you will never miss you. Detach. Again, do the things you know you need to do and just know like everything's unfolding in my favor. I trust the process of my life. I trust myself. I trust the universe. And when you do and you just go on the journey to let life flow for you and just know that your internal belief is like, I'm the luckiest person in the world. And you detach, you don't have attachments to how is this going to work and what's going to happen and how is it all going to unfold. It blocks you. You can't be attached to the outcomes. You just have to know that you are aligned with where you're meant to be in every present moment. Because that's the other thing. When you are attached and you're not detached and you're constantly like looking to the future, which I'm guilty of, but like it's something I'm working on every day. Detachment is an art. When you're looking to the future, you're not in the present moment. You're missing all of the lucky opportunities. You're looking so far into the future that you're literally missing everything here. Same thing with the past. If you're looking at your past, you're missing every present moment that life is trying to show you right now. So when you detach and you just live in the present moment and you know, like, I'm the luckiest girl in the world, then you become a walking miracle because you now are in the moment to allow the universe to bring you what is meant for you. The paradox of luck is this: the more desperate you are for something, the more you block it. Desperation repels. Being, flowing, feminine energy attracts. But when you're desperate, you're needy, you're chasing, you're wanting, you're squeezing something out of nothing. Just stop trying to attach to all of these things and let life flow. And I know it's hard, but it is the truth. We have built this society where we have so many attachments to people, places, things, material objects, all of this stuff. But when you realize, like, all of that really isn't so important. What's important is that you are living a life that you're meant to live. And when things fall away, you just detach. You know, like, okay, that's just not meant for me. And it's okay because my life is unfolding exactly how it should. Because we've been programmed so deeply into attachment that when you start to learn about the art of detachment, it feels weird. It goes against our programming. But it's actually how we need to be living. When you're not attached to outcomes, you don't have to react to things when they don't go the way that you think that they should go. You're just like, oh, okay. I'm detached. I'm good. Like everything's working in my favor. So the energy of luck is light and effortless. It's magic. It's flow. It's open. It's receptive. But attachment is like literally trying to squeeze the toothpaste out of the empty toothpaste bottle. And you're literally like struggling and your fingers are like hurting because you're trying to squeeze the last little bit of the toothpaste out. Just throw it away. Get a new toothpaste. There's more. It's right there. Or it's at the store. Just go to the store. But when you're attached to something that isn't there, you're trying to squeeze something out of the toothpaste bottle, but there's no more to squeeze. You're actually injuring yourself, literally, by trying to get the little bitty out of there. Just let it go, detach, and know that everything is working in my favor. When you stop forcing things, and you assume, using the law of assumption, that good things happen to you, that you're the luckiest girl in the world, that is exactly what happens because it's not forced. It's just happening. It just is. It's actually crazy. But like, this is so true. Like when I moved to Florida and I left, I just assumed everything was going to be true. I'm like, okay, God, this is what you're calling me to. This is my path. I know it's going to work out. I don't know how. I don't know when. I don't know what's going on, but I know this is the path. So I just went on it. And then it's all been working out. It hasn't been easy, but I'm creating a life. I'm changing my mind. I'm rewiring everything. I've been doing the reprogramming work so that I can now run off of a new program to where things are different. I don't have to force and chase and be so in my masculine energy. I can relax, I can flow, and I just assume everything's working out. What's meant for me isn't going to miss me. I'm good. I got this. So really, you want to reframe, okay? Instead of thinking, I need this to happen, shift it to whatever happens is for my highest favor. Not whatever's meant to be will be. I don't believe in that. I believe that you have to align with who you're meant to be and go on the journey and like do the things that are calling your soul. But so not if it's meant to be, will be. It's all in God's hands. No, God gave you the power. You have the free will. You have to do the things that you're meant to do on earth. And when you're aligned, that's when you become a magnetic force and the universe will attract things to you because now you're aligned. So yes, what is meant for you can't miss you because you're in alignment. But you can't just be like, oh, if it's meant to be, it'll be, and like all of that. No. Whatever happens is in my highest favor. This is the belief. Whatever happens is in my highest favor. It is. I assume it to be true, and it must come true. When you detach, you have room for even better things to flow in because you're not expecting things to happen in this way and that way and having all these attachments. So what happens is you do the things that you're meant to do and then you detach, and then that's when everything can flow to you. So for the next 24 hours, let go of the control. Stop trying to control people. Stop trying to control all of these things that you think that you can do. Just let go. Stop controlling. And assume everything will work out. Everything is happening for me. And watch how effortlessly things start falling into place. And let me know in the comments, like, what's happening in your world? What things are you magnetizing to when you just let go? Stop chasing the guys. Stop sending him these long ass messages about how he didn't respond to you or whatever. Who cares? You're not attached to that person. If he doesn't hit you back, let him. You know how many people men there are in the world? 8 billion. You don't need to send him these messages saying all of these crazy things and like, no, detach. Let people be who they need to be. Let people do what they need to do. Get busy with you. Stop focusing all your energy on them, because that chasing energy, they feel it. Detach, pull back, let them go, and they'll come back. This is super important. Like, we're not really talking about dating, but that is such an important code to life, to let people do what they need to do. Stop trying to control people. Stop trying to manipulate people, because you can't. The only thing that you can do is change you. And when you change you, the world outside of you does change. So in conclusion, becoming the luckiest girl alive, number one, luck is a choice. You become lucky by assuming you are. You have free will. You get to choose. Are you lucky or unlucky? I think you should assume to be lucky and start putting that on repeat in your mind and watch the things start happening to you. Things will start to unfold. And yes, it might get a little bit uncomfortable. You're like, whoa, 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 whoa. I wasn't really asking for my friends to leave or whatever. But when you start to make that choice, the things that aren't aligned to your lucky girl syndrome are going to naturally fall away. Let them. We're detaching. We're not attached. We're letting life flow. And a lot of times you need to have things taken away, make space for what's going to come in. And this is super important that you guys understand that. Number two, your energy attracts your experiences. Stay in the vibration of luck. Stay in the vibration of luck. Look for things to be lucky for. Universe, show me things to be lucky for. I am open and I'm ready to receive. I'm watching. And it will happen. Someone will buy you lunch. You might get a discount. You'll find $5 on the street. But it's these little micro moments that you start to notice that start working towards your massive macro cosmic moment where it's like, boom. Okay. Number three, your inner world creates your outer world. Shift your beliefs and your reality will follow. Free will, people. I can't do this for you. You have to decide how much you want your life to change. You have to be the one to shift your internal world, to shift your beliefs, to reframe things. Life is always happening for me. If it's not this, it's better. Number four, let go and trust. The less resistance, the more magic flows in. So let me know in the comments, what is one lucky thing that happened to you this week or last week? When you started to shift into, I'm the luckiest girl in the world, things are going to start happening immediately to you. What is it? Let me know. I want to hear from you guys, because that's the other thing. The more comments in the comments section of people actually seeing these micro moments of luck, the more it shows other people what's possible. And we have to do this. We need each other. And the more proof that we have, the better. The more proof that you can prove to your subconscious mind that luck is on your side and that you are the luckiest, the better. You are creating new neural pathways in your mind. So that's really it, guys. I would love to hear from you. Please love this video. Hit the like button, share it with someone. Comment below that you are the luckiest girl in the world. I want to see how your life changes when you start to shift your focus from unlucky to lucky. And I am going to be dropping the GLOW code this week, so be on the lookout for that. I'm so excited to get you guys into this course. It is going to change everything for you. It is going to change your way you see yourself, your self-concept. That way you can start to create your glow up. You could start to assume your glow up. You could literally be like, of course I'm glowing up. I'm the luckiest girl in the world. Of course. Because it's all your mind. That's it. It's all what you believe to be true it will happen. So I love you guys very much. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you next week. And as always, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go.